How the hell you keep all your hair and I've lost all mine? Your long-time leadership in Nebraska, you've been a friend a long time. And while he's not here tonight, I've been talking to him lately. I couldn't come to Nebraska without mentioning my buddy Bob Kerrey. Bob not only won the Medal of Honor, which we all know,
Dude, Joe's looking good.
And a true and loyal friend, no matter what the circumstance. Folks, to Mayor John Ewing of Omaha, the award winners and union leaders, you know, including Private First Class Harry Dunn, another true patriot. Another true patriot.
I'm telling you, bro, 4 more years.
Pretty good.
I swear he could do it.
But I was a pretty good football player. I was a flanker back.
4 more years.
And if I had him running in front of me, man, I could have been an All-American. I couldn't be, it's not working. I couldn't have been an All-American. But look, Precious.
The Democrats would easily clear an election if Joe Biden did a hood photo shoot. What?
You're the most aptly named person I know. And Madam Chair, thank you so much for all you've done. And Governor Andy Beshear, Kentucky. Andy may have had to leave.
Hold on, let me find the pic.
I
Oh, God.
spent a lot of time with Andy when I was vice president and as president. Kentucky got the living hell kicked out of him by the weather. I mean, I've been to every part of that state, working like hell just to keep it open. And I mean it sincerely. This is a guy who knows what he's doing. He does it well. And he doesn't ask whether it's a red or blue part of the state. He just gets it done.
Joe.
I tried to get a hold of Andy the other day because he had that airplane crash.
Oh, my God.
But
What the fuck?
A lot of people really devastated in
Who makes this?
Kentucky today as well.
Jesus Christ.
He's always there. The Louisville
Fucking
airport and their families are really hurting right now. And, you know, we're keeping all of you, all of them in our hearts and our prayers. Look, folks, it's good to be back in Nebraska.
Whoa.
But now when I'm back in Nebraska, the Democratic Party's back. The Democratic Party's back. That's not
Yes, Joe.
hyperbole. Do you see the election results? Well, I want you to know, for the longest time, Delaware didn't have a national TV station. They had to rely on Philadelphia. And when that was happening, I liked it very much because I was voted the most popular person in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. You all think I'm kidding. I'm not. I keep reminding the governor of New Jersey, Gov, that Delaware owns the high water mark of the Delaware River on the New Jersey shore. But look, folks, the fact is that we had a great night in Virginia, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, California, New York City, Georgia, Mississippi, even in Mississippi. Look, the American people are sending a message. They're sending a message. A message to Trump and to his crowd. And look, folks, I just want you to know, you work for us, Mr. President. We don't work for you. You work for us. Not just billionaires and millionaires. I mean it sincerely. I'm angry. You work for us.
You fucked up, Trump. Joe's angry.
Look, folks.
I love this
man. The fact of the matter is that, you better get the damn government open. Because, look, folks, here's the deal.
He said, damn.
You know, this is democracy. And the fact of the matter is that there are no kings in democracies. None. None.
Oh, man, I fucking love Joe.
But you act in a way that embarrasses us as a nation, quite frankly.
Ooh.
I spent most of my life in, I have the dubious distinction. I'm the youngest man ever elected in the history of America to the United States Senate, and I'm the oldest damn president. Ooh. It's hard to say. I feel like I'm 40, but I've turned it twice plus 3. Look, folks, I want to begin by saying thank you, because I'll be forever grateful that you made me the 46th President of the United States of America. And I'm proud of the work we've gotten done over the years. Together, we had COVID administered to 200 million vaccines we put in people. And we lost 1,500,000 people because of the incompetence of the last administration. In the first 100 days, we did that by saving millions of lives. We left no neighbor behind, no matter how poor it was. We were there with docs in place. Together, we put America back to work. We created 14 million new jobs, 600,000 of those jobs in manufacturing. You made more things in America to get more jobs created in any 4 years of any president in American history. Together, we made the largest ever investment in America's infrastructure to rebuild our roads, our bridges, our ports, our airports, our dams.
Yeah.
We connected everyone in America.
Own those accomplishments, Joe.
Everyone.
Fuck yeah.
The internet's as important today as electricity was back in Roosevelt's time. We enacted the PACT Act, the business expansion of benefits, expansion of benefits and services to toxic exposed veterans like my son in all of history. And America continued to lead the world. One of the reasons Barack asked me to be vice president was because of my background in foreign policy. Because I've had the dubious distinction, only because I've been hanging around. I know every major foreign leader since 1974.
Jesus.
But folks, we rule. We got the respect of the world, not just because of the example of our power, but the power of our example.
Ooh.
That's why the world followed us. Not a joke. When I was president, wages were up and inflation was down. More people had health care than ever before in all of American history. And one of the proudest things I did as president was cut child poverty in half in America. But now we have
Seems
a
Maryland has the solution for health care.
who's
Enlighten
deliberately
me.
making hunger worse for Americans. Today, in the United States of America, 1 in 5 children go to bed hungry every night. No, it's more than boo. It is a disgrace. It's
Whoa.
immoral.
Joe is pissed the
Wrong.
fuck off.
Simply wrong. By the way, did anyone see the Halloween party Trump threw for himself and his friends? Oh, down in Mar-a-Lago. I thought it was an example of who he is. The theme of the Halloween party at Mar-a-Lago on Halloween was The Great Gatsby. On Friday,
So, like, the way you can... So, what is it? I guess.
everyone dressed up like the rich folks they are from the War 20s, though. And on Saturday, he cut assistance to 40 million food assistance to 40 million Americans. The next day, he holds his party for the world to see, make a fool of himself. And he cuts.
Dude, Joe is actually
cuts food
pissed.
assistance. You can't make this stuff up. Folks, when I left the president, I knew Trump was going to take a wrecking ball to the country. But I had no idea. I have to admit, I didn't know it was going to be an actual wrecking ball. Anyone see what he's done to the east wing of the People's House, the White House?
This is just the
Perfect symbol of
greatest hits.
Trump is taking a wrecking ball not only to the People's House,
Oh, fuck. I'll try to
to the
find this tweet.
Constitution, to the rule of law, to our very democracy.
Fuck. I don't even know what I'd look up
Yeah,
to
while
find
doing
it.
this,
Okay, what is the system?
Trump at the same time can provide recently on his own account $40 billion line of credit to Argentina without even the government voting for it? Who in the hell does he think he is? No, I'm serious. I'm not kidding about this. You may remember when I was running the first time around, I talked about I was worried about the protection of democracy. I thought it was literally at risk. But I cannot find the money.
Okay, that's great. What is the system that you speak of?
Way to feed all those kids. The family farms in Nebraska. Many of them are going bankrupt because Donald Trump starts this ridiculous trade war, which I hope the Supreme Court will finally step up and have some backbone and say he had no right to do it. The Republicans refuse to say there's any problem at all. And there's a lot of good folks. I know these folks. I hate to admit it. I was a United States Senator for 36 years. Longer than most of you are alive.
This is the picture I was thinking of. I don't know why this gets me so good. It's just the angry Joe Biden, I think, at the bottom here. All right, back to Joe.
Now, look, he now says we are, quote, in a golden age. Not only gold is stuff he's hanging on the mantle of what
Nah, this really is just the fucking greatest hits.
But this, all kidding aside, does anyone feel like this is a golden age? No. But it is a golden age for the Trump family.
Utah,
Can you imagine?
DPC,
Has anyone noticed how much the Trump family has made while he's been president, put in their pocket?
All right, I'm taking a look.
Reported $1.8 billion. Can you imagine if any other president in American history did that? Can you imagine what would happen?
Get him, Joe.
Because of the government shutdown, millions of families could soon be paying double what they pay for the basic health care they received under my administration. Here in Nebraska, if Trump gets his way, it's estimated that a 60-year-old couple could see their health care premium increase from $22,000 by over $22,000 a year. That's not hyperbole. It's coming, folks. This is real. I know we say it. People go, that can't be true. Think about that. Additional $22,000 a year to get basic health insurance. And by the way, you know how many government shutdowns we had when I was president? Zero, zilch, none.
What about donkey? What? Okay, so it looks like this... I mean, it seems like a decent plan. Okay. Like, I'm just curious what the copay / premium is for this catastrophic wrap. So you basically pay a subscription fee to your doctor's office for all your basic needs, and then you have this other insurance wrap that goes around that, which covers all the potentially catastrophic things. Okay, but the deductible on that wrap is super high, so it'll keep your premiums low, but if you do get into an accident or you do need to use it, you do kind of get fucked a little bit. So that's why the the premium is low, is because you pay for a ton of the healthcare when it happens. I Again, I think this is just getting a little creative around a more fundamental issue, I guess. I don't know. Healthcare's really tough. I think we just kind of have to accept that there's a lot of spend that we have to do.
During my term, we expanded health care, increased Obamacare. We made cancer research a priority. And now Trump is
lowers deductible for your doctor, but if you get into a catastrophe, it significantly raises it. So, like, for your regular day-to-day visits, not day-to-day, like, unless you're really fucking sick, you probably shouldn't be going to the doctor every day. But, yeah, for your normal non-catastrophe stuff, yes, it does lower your deductible. For a catastrophe, talking about the ACA, sure. Only CSR lowers deductible.
is cutting
Well, what's
government
the
funding for cancer research.
ACA deductible?
Folks, I know what cancer research means. Cancer hits every family, hit my family hard, just as so many of yours. With the love of my life, my oldest son, the Attorney General of the state of Delaware, who should have been the president, not me, volunteered to go to Iraq for a year. He didn't have to. Came back with stage 4 glioblastoma because he lived near a burn pit, just like those guys did in 9/11. And he died. I remember him calling me aside. I shouldn't probably say this.
Yeah, so, I mean, the CSR is on the silver plan. So your deductible is pretty low. I mean, it's not a low deductible by any means. Like, I guess I just don't have a huge frame of reference there. But depends on, I guess, silver plan, which is what most people have. Your deductible is $5,300. But as you go lower and lower in income, you get more of your deductible covered.
When he died, I lost part of my soul, and he asked to meet with me in his room, the hospital room. And he said, "Dad, look at me. We have this screwy thing we Bidens. We say, we want to make sure we really mean." He said, "Give me your word as a Biden." He said, "Dad, look at me. Look at me. I know what you're going to do, Dad. When I go, you're going to quit. You're not going to want to be engaged. But look at me, Dad. Promise me. Give me your word as a Biden. You'll stay involved. Give me your word." And I did. But guess what? There are those moments like you've had, so many of you. How many in here have lost anybody to cancer? You know. Folks, but when you get that research, the research they're doing, when they diagnose it, in my case, I just have prostate cancer. And when I finish the round of treatment, you get to ring that bell at the end of a year of treatment. Well, I thank God for the doctors and the nurses and the incredible breakthroughs we're making in cancer research. Now Trump and his Republican friends are cutting government funding for health care and making it more expensive for virtually everyone. And because of Republican budget cuts, more than 300 rural hospitals in America, including 2 right here in Nebraska, are going to shut down. They're on the chopping block. What alternative do those people have? Not like there's another one 2 miles away. Folks, I've never said this my whole career, but I think it's immoral. It's un-American. It's flat out wrong. And you have to ask yourself, why? Why in God's name are they doing this? Why? Well, I'll tell you why.
Oh,
So they
shit.
give away an additional $4 trillion in tax breaks to the benefit of the wealthiest people in America.
He's coming back for 2028. I'm calling it now.
That's $4 billion over 10 years on top of the tax break they gave the first term that put us in a hole. That's right. Not only are kids going hungry, and rural hospitals are closing, the cost of health care is skyrocketing. All because Trump wants to give people like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg, which I have another way of calling him, a tax cut.
Did you say Mark Zuckerberg?
We have a word back in Scranton where I was born and where I spent my summers with my grandpa and grandpa. We call us a bunch of malarkey.
Whoa.
You see,
Not the M word, Biden.
here's
Holy
what I
shit.
understood that Donald Trump never does understand. He will.
Is he on
And I've said this
fentanyl?
before. I mean,
This is more alive than he's been in a while.
sincerely, it's not just a slogan. Wall Street, they're not bad guys. They didn't build America. The middle class built America. And unions built the middle class. That's a fact. That's a fact. My grandfather finger would roll over in his grave if I walked away from unions. Let's get something clear. I handed Donald Trump, we handed Donald Trump,
Trunk?
literally, not figuratively, literally, the strongest economy in the world at the time. The strongest in the world. 10 days before he died, I got a call from Dr. Kissinger, who I knew well. I didn't agree with him a lot of the time because of the Vietnam War. It was because I was on the Foreign Relations Committee when I was 24 years old. And he called me when I was able to convince 2 great nations to join NATO, make it even stronger. And he said, not since Napoleon has Paris not looked over their shoulder at Moscow with a sense of dread till you guys came along. You made it stronger. That's the first thing that this guy does. He starts to pick apart NATO. He talks about what a drag they are.
Damn. Oh, what is happening? Joe Biden using the memory of Henry Kissinger to attack. What the fuck is going on? I love this country so fucking much.
Look, we invested in America, in the American people. We invested in them.
We had the USA good ending twice, after Obama and after Biden. We just needed someone capable to carry it on. And instead we had Trump both times, and he tanks it.
Here in Nebraska, we supported countless projects, including the major renovation of Omaha's airport. Oh, look, it's actually quite a big deal. It's quite a big deal. And by the way, you know, the fact is that when we did that, it was the beginning of, you heard me say lots of times, if we don't lead the world, who does? That's not beating our chest. Think about it. If the United States of America is not leading the free world, who leads the free world? Who? None of our NATO allies by themselves are able to do it? China?
Maybe.
Russia?
No.
Well, folks, look, this isn't the golden age. The fact of the matter is that
empty a battery.
It was a very, very dark moment. But you know, the fact of the matter is, we're in a situation where we had something special happen just last Tuesday. Bottom line, when we were in office, we showed up for our neighbors, regardless of their politics.
True.
Whether they were red states or blue states.
True.
My administration didn't reward some states and others based on how they voted.
True.
My administration didn't attack red states because I was president of the United States. And even the women who were vocal and when I addressed—
Remember, this is the guy that they spent 4 years calling incompetent, out of his mind. Like, I'm sorry, this is more coherent than any Trump speech I've seen in the second presidency. Joe Biden is making more sense, sounding more coherent than fucking Trump. Like, in order to be Republican, you have to close your eyes, you have to shut your ears off, you have to shut your brain off. Like, you can't look at the prices at the grocery store. You have to imagine that every retarded thing Trump does is some art of the deal bullshit as it just tanks our country off the world stage. And then you have to convince yourself that this is the bar for incompetence and that Trump doesn't meet it. Are you kidding me? Fuck that.
the United States Congress, and it's terrible to us, they wanted to keep the programs that we had to benefit them. People could say, well, how could you do that for them? It wasn't for them. It was for the people of their states. And folks, you can't govern this nation by dividing the nation. When I was president, the biggest issue facing this nation was this: is democracy still America's sacred cause? Not a joke. Is it? I used to teach this in college. Is it? Well, let me tell you something. The answer is yes, it has to be. But democracy is not a given. There's nothing guaranteed about democracy, even in America.
True.
We have to put in the work.
It's not
We
self-executing.
have to elect the leaders who believe in democracy,
True.
who'll stand up for it,
True.
who'll defend it, who'll protect it. But folks, this isn't just about the people we elect. Democracy is not a spectator sport.
Ooh.
It needs active participants. It needs committed individuals. And it's need people who love this country. It needs all of you badly. It really does. We've never said we have a perfect union. We have never said that as an American. We've always said we're striving to create a more perfect union. Alexis de Tocqueville said, quote, "The greatness of America lies not in its being more enlightened than any other nation, but rather in her ability to repair her faults," end of quote. That's the uniqueness of America. That's what we have to do, repair our faults. And that's what we've begun to do again on Tuesday. We began to repair her faults. America has a special advantage, unique among nations. Well, every other nation on earth is founded on either religion or ethnicity or geography. America is the only nation in the world founded on an idea. This is literal, not figurative, an idea.
Tell him,
Most
Joe.
powerful idea in human history. Bigger than any ocean, stronger than any army, more powerful than any dictator, tyrant. It's this: we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men and women are created equal. We've never lived up to it,
Woke Biden. Hell
but we've
yeah.
never walked away from it.
Our wokest warrior.
Folks.
I love him.
Hear me say this: we're not going to walk away from it now.
Dude, I fucking miss this. How? One bad debate, and that was it. And now he's here showing that he is more competent than fucking Trump is. These lines are pretty fucking good. And more coherent. It makes sense.
Tuesday night was a good start. And yes, this is a difficult time. But we faced difficult times before. There's one thing I know about the American people. There is no quit in this country. There's no quit in America. None. We can't give up. Not when our children need us. Not when Nebraska needs us. Not when America needs us. Because the America of our dreams is always closer than we think. Always. Right here in Omaha. You guys are the blue dot, right? You know what it feels
I just listen to this. It's how much greater can we be? What can we do to improve it? We're not going to get it right now, probably, but we're going to keep striving. This kind of rhetoric is realistic. It's inspiring. Whereas Trump is, close your eyes. You have to believe that it's already the greatest it's ever been and it will ever be. I'm sorry. There's just no comparison between Biden as a leader and Trump as a quote-unquote leader. Someone has to tell you to ignore everything you see around you, everything you're feeling, all your financial hardship, to pretend that things are the best for his fucking ego, versus a person who's willing to say, I'm probably not going to get it right the first, second, or third time, but we will continue to strive to get things better and to improve them. There is no comparison.
feels like to be outnumbered. But every election, you put up the yard signs. You organize the neighbors. You show up and vote. And you make your voices heard. In the Biden family, we have an expression for that. We call it keeping the faith. My grandfather
The world
used to
owes
say
Joe
over and
Biden
over,
an
"Joey,
apology."
Keep the faith. My grandmother would respond, no, Joey, go spread it. You have to believe the better days are ahead and make it happen. Nebraska, you know this more than most. Every farmer who plants a seed in Nebraska believes believes tomorrow's going to be better. Every one of them. Folks, I've seen a lot in my lifetime. I've served this nation in elective office for 52 years. I'm only 40, but I was 52 years. But there's one thing I know about America, and I mean this sincerely. I've traveled to over 160 nations.
Also, that's like the first flub he's made. I mean, besides Trunk. I don't know if that was intentional.
Only nation on earth who's emerged from every single crisis we faced stronger than when we entered that crisis. Every single one. Mark my
Also,
words.
listen to how positive the message is versus Trump's negative. Like, it's just, how did we, as a nation, fall for that shit?
Words.
Like, when you listen to Trump talk, do you see any vision for the future? Do you see any faith in the next day, in the next year, in the next 20 years? No, there's no vision. There's no hope. It's all things right now have to be right now. Nothing planned for tomorrow. I'm trying to communicate this idea that I'm struggling to find the word.
We'll emerge stronger from this crisis as well. The American experiment is not going to end on our watch.
Ooh.
We'll still be that nation.
That's a hard fucking line. The American experiment is not going to end on our watch. I'm putting that one in the fucking bank. That is a really good line.
And integrity still matter. We'll still be the beacon to the world for the next century as we have for the last 250 years. We just have to remember who we are, who in God's name we are. We're the United States of America. There's never been a country like us. Scripture tells us, be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid. Folks, I know this nation. I know the American people. Here's what I know. No one, not even a president, can destroy our democracy if we stand together and fight for it. Nebraska, we can't be afraid. You have an election coming up soon. An open seat for Congress right here in Omaha. Statewide races up and down the ballot. Folks, we can't be afraid to dream big. Not small, big. We have to get back up. And we're getting back up in Nebraska and all of America in 2026. So Democrats, let's get up.
Amen.
Get up. Get up.
Amen, Joe.
It's about to change again. God bless you all. Thanks for having me here. And may God protect our troops. Thank you.
Fuck yeah, dude, get him in. 2028. I'm voting for Joe. Holy shit. It's just, yeah, it's so much more positive. A vision for the future. A belief that the next day can be better. The next year, the next decade can be better. As opposed to right now where it's everything is somehow also terrible because the Democrats, but also it's the best it's ever been. Lie, 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 lie. It's the worst. It's the worst. Evil, evil, evil. Divide, divide, divide. Versus Joe, who's just like, let's make this country better. Let's fight for all Americans. Let's move things forward. Dude, it's just incomparable how much more moral character Biden has over fucking Trump. It's night and day. Fucking A.